damn it. Don't start this shit. Let's see, let's see something, see something, see Hey everybody, this is Darnell Crittenden from DC and Networks of Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit subscribe. Leave your notification on so you not miss DTV at its best. And usually this will be my shout out Saturday morning updates for March 22nd, 2025. But now and then I have a show called Remember Them. Remember Them is the show where, you know, when a person passed away that no longer exists, and I like to pay tribute and homage to those certain people. In fact, to anybody, whether you're famous or infamous, it doesn't matter how young or how old you is. This is my little, you know, segment as far as paying homage, as far as paying respect, as far as paying for those who is no longer here with us. And today, on this special edition of Remember Them, the George Foreman edition of Saturday, March 22nd, 2025, we have lost an incredible guy, an incredible man. Oh, how do I want to remember George Foreman? Well, first of all, uh, great boxer, a hellified athlete, a hellified Hall of Famer. I remember when I was a kid, I remember the first boxing match he was in, as far as I remember. And this was back in the mid 70s, the Rumble in the Jungle. Yep, I'm talking about when Muhammad Ali and George Foreman, they fought in Africa. Okay, I can't remember how old I was. I think maybe I was like about, I guess maybe like 12 or 13 years old. And George Foreman done it all, man. You know, he didn't box some of the greats. You know, um, he's a multiple champion. You know, he been in the Olympics, won gold medals twice. You know, extraordinary. How was your weekend? I'm doing fine, man. And right now, I'm paying homage and tribute to one of the greatest boxing legends, Hall of Fame of all time, the legendary George Foreman. In fact, what I will do, let's get a little brief summary on him right quick. You know, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna change gears for a minute, just for a brief moment, because I'm doing everything from my tablet. All right. Yeah, man, I'm paying homage right now. Yeah, and I will get to all this momentarily within the next few moments. Okay. All right. You know, I got to go to Wikipedia. We're going to do a moment of silence in the next couple of moments. What can I say about George Foreman? Okay, born January 10th, 1949 in Marshall, Texas. Died yesterday on March 21st, 2025. Okay, and he died at the age of 76 years old. What can I say? I'm going to the reviews right now. Wikipedia. George Edward Foreman was an American professional boxer, business minister, and author in boxing. He can he compete between 1967 and 1997, and he was nicknamed Big George. He was a two-time world heavyweight champion and an Olympic gold medalist, as well as an entrepreneur. He was known for the George Foreman grill. Believe it, to this day, I still have my George Foreman grill, believe it or not. Okay. And let's see, his career ended in 1997. George Foreman, he left one, two, three, four, five. Okay. He had two spouses. by the name of Mary and Joan Martley, and his second spouse was Adria Skeet. His children was Frida Foreman, George Foreman III, George Foreman VI, Georgita Foreman, and more, and other siblings, Roy Foreman. He was a very big man, dude. I'm talking about the weight of the height of 6'4", 260 pounds. Okay, and he done it all. Okay, because in the next few moments we are going to give a prayer, a moment of silence. But again, I really want to give out this special eulogy as soon as I get back to my tablet, which I'm about to do right now. Okay, and I'm going to explain some of the pictures on how I felt about him. Okay, so to me, that's how much he looks. I guess what I'm saying is this is pretty much how I remember him before he died. But we're going to take a stroll down memory lane a little bit on how he was throughout his careers. Okay, for starters, let's pull up a couple of little pictures on how we remember him. This is George Foreman before he was bald and he had hair. Check him out with that little baby afro he got. My guess is on this picture, because he had hair at the time, he started boxing in the mid-70s. I say, I'm pretty fair at guesses. He got to be in at least his early, I'm going to say his early 30s in this picture. I'm going to say in his good early 30s, like maybe 32 or 30, 32 or 38 at the most in this picture. And you can see how I look at the background, everything was black and white back then, but yeah, that's him, his early 30s, 38 most, rocking a little baby afro or whatever. But nonetheless, still a big man. Okay, got some more other couple of pictures of him. What else? Here's another picture of him. Rest in peace, or should I say rest in power, Big George Foreman, legendary champion. And back then, he was the WBC champion. Okay, because later on the line, when he turned into the early 1996 and 1997. Then you had other titles like the WBC Championship, the WBF Champion, and the IBC, the International Boxing Champion. So he was pretty much one of the first WBC champions back in that early time. And as you can see on this picture right here, again, I say somewhere in his early 30s. That's just my guess. Then again, he might have been younger than that on that picture, but I thought that was a cool picture of him. I have another picture of him. What I want to show right now. This is a cool one. This is him in the ring. This is him in the ring. Now look at the gloves back then. The gloves back then, it ain't like the gloves we have today. As you can see, he's rocking the Spartan trunks. But the gloves back then, they were made of cowhide. Excuse me, cowhide leather. Okay, and even with the cowhide leather back then, those gloves, they pretty tough, man. I mean, back then when you get bruised up, you get bruised up. As you can see, he's a little bruised around his forehead, and a little, because he got punched in the head too many times. But nonetheless, even back then, that cat was kind of built, man. He's kind of jacked up. But yeah, that's him taking a pose, getting ready to fight whoever. So that's how I want to remember him like that. But I got other pictures. Just doing my own little slideshow right quick. This picture, I like. That's real cool. He was on the cover. In fact, he was one of the first few black men that was on the cover of Sports Illustrated as a boxer. Other than you got other greats like Sugar Ray Leonard and Muhammad Ali. But I like this Sports Illustrated who said, I want to fight Ali again. So, yeah, because the first time they fought in Rumble in the Jungle back in the 70s, back in Africa, Ali won. So now I guess Foreman wants a rematch. He said, I want to fight him again. But as you can see later down the line, the gloves have changed from cowhide to a more, stronger, durable vinyl uh, boxing glove. Okay, and if you know your boxing, all back then in the days, everybody wore Everlast trunks. So if you're a true boxer, I don't see too many people this day. Even now, we don't see them wear the Everlast boxing trunks anymore. But honestly, they need to bring them back. They seriously, really need to bring them back. Okay, just to let everybody know. Yup. Um, let's see. We got other pictures, but that I gotta admit that's a cool picture of him. He kind of, and again, um, who he kind of remind me of on this picture. Uh, and I can't remember the boxer's name, but God rest his soul. But he kind of, remember the movie Rocky? Remember Apollo Creed? He kind of favor Apollo Creed a little bit. And again, God rest his, what's his name? Carl Weathers. Yeah, so he kind of got that um, Carl Weathers kind of look, you know. And they both in heaven right now talking about boxing or whatever comes to their mind. So, yeah, I'm kind of rocking, he's rocking that look. I respect that look. Here is another look, which I thought was cool. This ain't the first time he ain't been on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Yeah, Blast from the Past. George Foreman's Eyes of Mike Tyson. Yeah, now this is him when he decided to shave his head. And this Sports Illustrated was taken July 3rd, 1989. I think it's either 1989 or 19 something. Then again, it looked like the numbers are in Japanese. I can't quite make it out. But I do see like July 3rd. But I know wherever this Sports Illustrated was at, it was like $2.69 back then. So my guess is this had to be like somewhere like, again, in the early 70s or something like that. But believe it or not, that's him on the cover of Sports Illustrated again. If you look at that picture, yeah, he do got that little Mike Tyson stare in his eyes on that one, man. I'm feeling that. I thought that was a cool picture. You got another picture of him. Because if I'm going to do homage of one of the greats, I might as well do it right. Okay. And this, I got to admit, this is a cool picture. I love this picture right here. Big George Foreman. Okay. For the love of boxing. And as you can see all the letters that says Foreman on it, and at the same time, you can see the highlights of all the pictures of the years he been boxing, and he got a big robe over him, and I mean, look at him now. This guy he's amazing, and not too many brothers I know that's a southpaw, and if you don't, and Prince can back me up on that. Gossip Girl, how you doing, baby? And if you don't know what a southpaw is, and I'm pretty sure Prince can back me up, a southpaw is a left-handed boxer, and not too many boxers that I know, that can hit southpaw, especially a black man. And he's one of the few that has a very nasty, left hand hook. Very nasty. He can box with the left and right hands, but to throw one of the most nastiest left hand hooks in history, and for a big man his size, he got the strength, speed, what else? Hell of a defense. He can take some punishment. For a big man, he can take some hellified punishment. But he got some nice uppercuts, but I'm telling you, when it come down to that, the left one, you can hang that up, straight up. He can hit you from either side, but you definitely don't want that left. And what else we got? They even made a movie about 3 or 4 years ago based on him called Big George Foreman, the miraculous story of the once and future heavyweight champion of the world. I haven't seen this movie. I'm pretty sure it's out on home video. When I get the chance, I am going to buy it because it's based on the true story on his life. I think this movie was out in theaters like 4 or 5 years ago. So now I'm curious. Now I definitely want to see this movie. So I'm gonna have to order on Amazon and check it out, buy it, see what all it can do. Then I got one more picture of him, and the guy who portrayed him, I forgot that actor's name, but when I find out, I'll update on my next show. But I gotta admit, he kind of favored George Foreman, for real. One last picture, and George is famous. If anything else, here's George Foreman Grill. Yeah. Now that right there, that's more of a newer model. Okay, that's more of a newer, more 2000 kind-ish model. The one I got is not a newer model. It's one of the original bigger models. It's like this one's like the one you see in the picture is like this small. The one I have is a bigger model. Maybe next time I'll bring it on the show. It's about like that big and about this high, and you could cook maybe like between 2 to 4 burgers on there. This one is like a little a more stylish, more compact model where you can cook two. But the original one, like the one I got, you could cook like maybe 2 to 4 burgers if you squeeze it on there right. And ever since then, the whole world been knowing him from being a boxer to being a gold medalist to having his own product, the George Foreman Grill. I think that's amazing. I mean, I want to remember him like that, but I want to really remember him. If I want to remember him right now, I want to remember him like, like, uh, like this. That's how he pretty much looks today, right now. So right now, for the next few moments, and for those who's in the party right now, right, I don't have my broadcast on as far as open party right now, so I'm glad I didn't do that. But I will say this right now, for the next few moments, in honoring of George Foreman, we're gonna have a moment of silence, a very special moment of silence. I want everybody to put their hands in the form of a prayer. Bow your heads down, eyes closed, mouths shut. For the next couple of moments, we're going to pay homage, love, and respect to the legendary Hall of Famer, George Foreman. Thank you. That's all I ask. That's all I ever ask. So we're going to give out, we're going to say this right now. To the George Foreman family, to his family, his friends. I'm not going to say the millions around the world. To the billions and billions of fans around the world, including myself. To all the billions of his admirers, to all the billions who love him, And I just want to say to the Foreman family, and I'm pretty sure he's up there in heaven right now, him and Muhammad Ali and Carl Weathers and everybody else that's up there that are boxing heroes and our ancestors, and for those who really, really cherish and honor these guys for their great athleticism as far as some of the greatest, boxers of all men of all time, and that's definitely George Foreman. And again, to his family, thank you To Big George that's in heaven right now, we love you. We miss you. There can never, ever be another one like you. Okay, so from all of us, from DCN Networks, presents Power Players, we give our love, our honor, our respect, our great, huge gratitude for what he has done in the history of boxing and beyond. And I just want to say personally, George, I know you up there smiling. I know you up there talking up a storm right now and having a good time with, with some of your other legends that stood behind you. Thank you. Thank you to his family. Thank you to his wife. Thank you to all his kids. Thank you. But it's most important of all, especially to Big George. We love you, man. We love you. There can never be another great like you, like ever. Straight up. All right. And I say that from the bottom of my heart. And again, George Foreman, the Hall of Fame boxer, legend, icon. He died yesterday on March 21st, 2025, at the age of 76 years old. And I say this, and I say it over and over again before I end my show. I'm a little jealous of him because in the end, you know, hey, he made it to heaven before me. Okay? And I say that also in a good, respectful way. He lived the life what I'm trying to live right now when my time comes. He lived a blessed life. Right now, the way times is now, that's what we all trying to do. I'm not trying to live a good life. I'm not trying to live an appreciative life. I mean, I get what I deserve. I mean, for me, it's not about that. And when you look at him, I see a man that lived a blessed life. And when my time comes, I want to live a blessed life just like everybody else. But again, it's not about me. It's about that brother right there. We thank you, man. We love you, dude. I adore you, man. I grew up watching you, and what can I say? He is an icon, straight up. So again, leave in the comments and let me know how the legendary, iconic George Foreman has put an impress on your life. All right. My little robot buddy, he was officially. And that's it. Okay. Um, we're gonna do some more future updates this week as far as movies, games, or any other topics that you want to bring to the show. And if again, as far as on George Foreman is concerned, leave in comments. Tell me how he put an inspiration on your life. How he make you feel special about yourself in your life. You know, leave in comments. And if you don't want to leave in comments, you can email me. And I have an email address at the end of this show. It's pronounced Tiamat. That's TIAMAAT 2004 at yahoo.com. And before I end my show right now, here at DCN Presents Power Players, the Spidey_09 show, we're at 967 subscribers. We are close to getting that 1,000 mark. We're less than 36 or 38 subscribers away. So please, seriously, sub to the show. Because DCN Presents Power Players, it will be the number one show on YouTube, on PlayStation, and immediately following on Facebook. So please, let's get this going. Let's get this going straight up. So I just want to share this eulogy to the fans, to the subscribers, to the people just coming in just to see what's up. And just to let you know, how will you remember these famous people, especially George Foreman. I'm about to end my show right now. I'll give out quick shout outs right quick to Matt Unique, aka Prince Unique, aka Prince U Yeet. We gonna yeet again real soon on WWE 2K25. Shout out goes out to you. Shout out goes out to our boy Jeremiah King. Let him out, man. Let that fool out for real. I know he ready to tear some heads up on 25. Shout out goes out to him. Shout out goes out to Gossip Girl. Shout out goes out to you. Who else? Because I'm going to give out quick shout outs right quick. Because even though it's my shout out Saturday, I had to do a remember them. But I'm going to make this brief and I got to get out of here. To my West Side family, Redmond, shout out goes out to you guys. To my immediate family, the Crittens and Colognes, Johnson Millsap, shout out goes out to you. To my close friend, Margie Vallejo, love you, shout out goes out to you. To the guru, Larry Leonard at the Larry Leonard headquarters on the South Side of Chicago, to his sister Billy, to all his family and friends and neighbors in the Larry Leonard community. They're like my greatest fans of the show. Shout out goes out to them. To the dangerous one himself, DDG, Dangerous Danny Garcia. To my other brother, Alex the Lone Wolf Thorne. And check out Thorn Theater Reviews on YouTube. And yes, also check out Thorn Tech on YouTube as well. Okay. To everybody at North of Sheffield Commons, Officer D will be at work in about the next 30 minutes to protect them all from the forces of evil and all that other jazz. Shout out goes out to you guys. To Demetric Ann Johnson, the future Mrs. Crittenden out in Gary and Hobart, Indiana. To her grandkids, my greatest grandkids. They're like my greatest treasures in the world. Shout out goes out to you guys. To the Harrison headquarters on the South Side of Chicago. And again, to the president and co-founder of DCN Presents Power Players, Sean the Genius Harris. Okay. To Sister April and to his daughter, my goddaughter Sarah. Shout out goes out to you. And if you want to check out some cool anime stuff on Sean, go to Sean Ballin here on YouTube. That's SeanBolland on YouTube to check out some of his cool anime content. And tell him Spidey _09 sent you. Alright, from DCN Presents Power Players. Who else I need to give a shout out to? Robbo, you owe me 3 dinners, man. We'll get on that later. Shout out goes out to you. Dion, you got the 3rd on lock. I'm not worried. Bring me up to speed when I come back to town. Shout out goes out to you. And if I miss anybody on here, leave in the comments and I'll say it next time. All right. I would have time to pull up the birthday banner, but I'll put it up next time. And if this is your birthday month of March 22nd, 2025, happy birthday from all of us from DC and Power Players. My next guest is, do I give out birthday shout outs? Yes, I do. 1, you have to sub to the show. The most important thing of all. 2, you leave in the comments for us the day of or the day after. And 3, I will give you a shout out live on DCN Presents Power Players, and we go from there. Well, my time is up. I have to get ready to go, and thank all the viewers for stopping in and stopping by to pay homage to Big George Foreman. You know, may he rest in heaven. Real truth. And I'm out of here, and I will see everybody next time. And don't forget, my D's Word of the Night is on Mondays here in Chicago from 10 p.m. to midnight. And if there's any other further information that you want to know more about the show, again, you can email me or you can leave it in the comments below. I'm out of here. This is Darnell Crittenden from DCN Networks and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I'll talk to everybody later and later. Big George, you in heaven, man. May you rest in heaven. We love you, man. Peace. Until next time, Chicago. Until next time, the world. This is Darnell Crittenden from DCN Networks and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I talk to everybody later and later. Public service announcement. I say it on just about every show. Put those guns down. Put them down. They ain't worth it. Let's find another solution. Take care. Stay blessed. The most important thing, put God first. Real truth. I'm out of here. Peace.